podcast. 22-minute podcast. Don't want to take up much of your time. Just gonna read some headlines and stuff.
Welcome to the 22-minute podcast. My name is Wes Evertson, and joining me here is also Mike Finley.
Hi, y'all.
Is that how you say it? Mike Finley?
Mike Finley. Finn.
Finley. Like a PH. Like a
Yes,
PH.
yes.
Got you. Finn. And then like the Gene brand.
Yes, the G brand.
Lee.
Lee.
You remember that like little figure? They had like there was like, I don't remember if the guy had a name, but there was a series of commercials that they did where it was like a little mannequin boy.
Mannequin boy?
Yeah, I think it was like a mannequin boy. It might have been a little mannequin man, but it was like I think it reminded me of like the Big Boy Burger thing or whatever, like that kind of look. But it was small, and then they like put Lee jeans on or whatever, and then they would like drop him out of an airplane.
Oh, I think I do.
You know?
Yeah.
And then they would just be like, tough jeans, you know. Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
Now
I do remember that, but yeah, jeez.
Yeah, now we're going to have to look it up and use some audio for the next episode.
Can't wait.
So yeah, there we go. Starting strong. But no, yes, it is Monday, December 16th, 2024. You know, we're in Denver.
Mm-hmm.
It's warm, man.
It is warm.
For the last couple days.
Yeah.
It dropped down to what I guess like so yeah. What's the deal? Like, is it gonna get real cold January, February?
I mean, I feel like should be fucking cold right now.
So yeah, that was kind of what I was wondering. Is like now is when it should already be pretty fucked.
No, 100%.
I mean, not fucked, but yeah.
Bro,
yeah.
absolutely.
That's
we also
crazy.
haven't gotten any very little
major
snow.
Right. There was one snow that happened a couple weeks, maybe a month ago.
Yeah.
That seemed like okay. I was like ready. I was like, okay, this is
100%.
what it's gonna be.
Right.
You know. That's not good. I don't think that's good.
No, I agree.
As much as hey, listen, I'll enjoy the snow when it's here, but it doesn't have to be here. It doesn't have to.
Sure.
Mostly because of my shitty fucking car.
Right.
That's nice for me. But yeah, like at the same time, where's my winter wonderland?
Right. That's what I want.
And even when it was like super cold like that, it wasn't too bad once I layered up. Hey, I was wearing a lot of layers.
Yeah.
And it would be like we have a buddy who I would love to move here, but like he doesn't want to live anywhere cold. And as much as I could say for myself, like, hey, it was all right. Like I kind of dig it layering up. That's like it's what I got to put on. How many layers? No, I don't want to do that. Like I totally understand.
Yeah.
That. So it's just, even though I enjoy it myself, especially realizing it's not so bad for me.
Mm-hmm.
There's a spectrum there I can't argue with for sure. I get it. Anywho, all right. So what's some stuff that happened on this day in 1993?
93, Nirvana's Unplugged debuts on MTV.
And that was the day that David Bowie probably made a lot of money, but also had to deal with the fact that like a couple generations of individuals thought that Kurt Cobain wrote "Man Who Sold the World." So it's a tough one to deal with. I mean, I like that version better, the Nirvana version of "Man Who Sold the World." But that's the point. Is that that's what it was such an iconic performance of it that when I finally learned that it was a David Bowie song and I went and listened to it, I was like, ugh. I don't want this. I want my Kurt Cobain. You know, I love David Bowie.
Yeah, no, 100%.
But I mean, I love a lot of David Bowie.
Yeah.
But David Bowie also has a lot of shit.
Yeah. Well, he like consistently released,
which is awesome.
Yeah.
God damn it. Yeah. To just be able to do that, where it's like, hey, I got to write 10 songs this year, or every 2 years or something.
Yeah.
Awesome. Ooh, I'd pump that out. Sorry, I just anticipated that drop, right? I'm so sorry. Like I subconsciously just locked in with the bed music because I knew it was about to switch over, and that really fucked with my brain.
Oh, that's so funny.
God damn it. Okay, on this day in 1913, Charlie Chaplin, the originator of a notorious mustache, began his career with Keystone Pictures. And, hey, if you like Deadpool, you have partially Charlie Chaplin's physical humor to thank, along with Buster Keaton and a bunch of other people. I have probably some weird French guy, you know, some like weird French stage actor who is in like one of those like weird like solid colored jester onesies, you know, on stage, and had like a couple dots on his cheeks, and you know, just kind of like for some reason like tiptoeing.
Can't wait until there's actual video so people can just see all of this. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much.
Well, I can't help it.
I know. It's just. Oh.
You have no idea. Like I mean, you have some idea, I suppose, but you have no idea. Like just in a normal day-to-day setting,
Dude.
that I can't be doing this. My entire existence is holding this back. It's tough. Dude.
I believe it.
And there are moments.
It's just so natural though. For you, it's just so natural, and it should bring everybody joy.
No.
Yes, 100%.
Dude, especially as you get older, nobody wants that. It's
well, the older I get, the more I want it.
well, good. You know, hey, yeah, maybe we'll get some cameras on us, and people will think it's funny. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Okay.
Jeez.
Well, you give me the idea of a I'm like Buffon. Is that it? You know, there's a term for that like original French clown thing, Buffon. Maybe
that sounds right.
Yeah. So that's like you give me that image. I'm gonna try to do something. I don't know. It's just too much fun.
Oh, jeez.
But yeah, Charlie Chaplin, also a very problematic guy. He classically dated teenagers.
Oh.
Yeah, like, and it's the, you know, I don't know if you've ever seen the Robert Downey Jr. It's a great movie, whatever. But you know, like anything else, it's like this obviously is very different from the person's life and who the person was. It's based on, you know, salacious tabloids sometimes that are based somewhere in truth, but still like the movie is playing more towards the sensationalism. But no, he pretty openly dated, like 15-year-olds in the 20s or 30s or whatever the fuck.
Gross.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just another reminder, or the teens. It's just another reminder of like why there are the accusations towards Hollywood of being a pedophile ring. I mean, there's a lot of other reasons, but it's that one in particular is very indicative of culture. Yeah, not just Hollywood or whatever, but certainly just more of an indication of, man, we were all so fucked up. Yeah, even just about, I don't know, 50 years ago. Yeah. I guess we're getting a little further away from it. And we learn more and more that, I mean, our president's accused of being a pedophile. Right. In litigation. Or our coming president. Right. Well, the incumbent. Well, the incumbent as well. Biden, yes, is also accused of just being creepy towards kids and shit. And that's the thing is, I guess, you know, there's not much backing that one. Mm-hmm. There's a lot backing. Yeah. The accusations towards the guy who's about to be our president again. But if you just muddy the waters with accusations on both sides, and people don't look into it, or just find being like, again, I'm over here on one side saying, oh, those accusations are bullshit towards Biden, or something along those lines. So why wouldn't they just be on the other side? Oh, those accusations towards Trump. You know, it's we're just so. Yeah, it's just so nothing. There is no truth anymore, and it's crazy. Yeah, whenever you lose like a through line of not just culture but truth, I mean, I think you're fucked. Yeah. This is not a political podcast. I'm an idiot, and I love being an idiot. But I will say I'm getting paranoid. Yeah, for sure. I'm getting paranoid in the sense that I just think that what is happening right now is that America and like this is a very privileged stance to lose or because what I think is about to happen, and it's actively happening, but it's going to really start happening in the next 4 years is, hey, this whole proxy war we're having with Russia, you know, that we're having with Russia, that we're having with China, people aren't going to be on our side anymore. Yeah, because we're going to lose that credibility as the world's daddy. Yeah. and because hey, we're in our bubble over here thinking we're important and people still care about us, and we're exporting culture like it's the 1960s. Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not. Everyone else is caught up with us. Don't worry. Third world countries, second world countries, underdeveloped countries, smaller first world developed countries. If the stability comes from the China GDP or whatever, they don't fucking care.
Right.
Not anymore. So we're gonna get so fucked.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't even know. It's so crazy. Like, I mean, because obviously what's gonna happen if inflation rises.
Mm-hmm.
Because we feel the effects of tariffs. Again, I don't trust media. I never did, and now I just trust them so much less because they're like, look at Trump shitting his pants. There's no way he can win the election. And now, hey, Trump's tariffs no one's going to be supportive of it when the effects of it actually hit. No, bro. Do you not know what like disassociation is? Do you not know like they voted for him,
Mm-hmm.
and if they would have to be saying I made a mistake. You think they're gonna fucking
Right.
admit that they made a mistake? No, they will have some form of scapegoat, which is easy. It's like, honestly, like, it's as easy as, hey, Trump is doing what he should be doing, but X amount of people, this person, this variable, all of these variables are colluding against him. And yeah, so if he can do the right thing, and then they just want to punish him for it to make him look bad, and you're falling for it, you're a sheep.
Right.
No, he's an idiot. They're reacting. He can't control the world.
100%.
So what they're doing is what they are supposed to be doing. If the opposite was happening, if you switch the roles and this was happening towards America, where everything exported from America into a certain country was, they raised those tariffs. You better believe that America would be like, cool, like we'll respond as a consequence of what you're doing. And then you'd be like, look how strong our leader is.
Mm-hmm.
It's so. That's why you have to compromise. That's why you have to work together.
It's terrifying.
Yeah, it
Absolutely
really is, man.
Terrifying.
It's crazy. I mean, I don't know. It's that combined with racism and tribalism that really, I don't know. And as an aging hipster, like a lot of the people that were once young hipsters are now secret. Like I was talking to a friend of mine about it, where it's like, I'm really I'm pretty suspicious of the people around me. Like someone that we both know said that they voted for RFK. You know what I mean? And I was like, wow. No, I did call them an idiot to their face. I was kind of laughing as I did it. But I just couldn't believe, like, wow, like you have to be very dumb. Like, you have to be. Listen, the RFK thing, like, so what? It's proven that what in water? Now I'm blanking.
Fluoride?
Yeah, fluoride in water totally does. Like, too much of it totally does lower your IQ.
Sure.
So let's heavily regulate that.
Sure.
I'm for that. But just being like, take it out. Like, no,
Right.
like, let's pump the brakes. I mean, that's such a small thing, because
Yeah.
really, like, if you just look at who he is as a person and some things that he said, he's completely anti-vax right now. He's trying to get the FDA to remove the or I'm sorry, I'm going to confuse this shit.
Mm-hmm.
He's basically trying to remove the FDA approval of the polio vaccine. Yeah. 1930s shit. You know what I mean? 1940s, like, generational kids in hospitals who can't fucking walk. Excuse me. And he just wants to be like, no, remove the vaccine that cured all that. Let's bring it back. It's crazy, dude. He's anti-vax, and it's incredible. Like, we'll get back to today. I'm sorry. We'll get back to Monday.
Oh.
The last thing I want to say is, like, I just have such distinct memories of, I don't think a lot of the world, truly America, whatever, remembers that anti-vax was a thing before COVID.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like, plenty of people did. Pop culture people were very aware of it because of Jenny McCarthy.
Right.
And that's kind of where it had its origins. But I distinctly remember, like, meeting an anti-vaxxer in, like, 2019. And even, like, this person I was with who, like, we did not like each other.
Mm-hmm.
didn't want to speak to each other if we didn't have to, and we both still looked at each other like, what the fuck, you know what I mean? And now I don't know what that person believes now.
Yeah.
And so that's just the deal. Is I'm just so suspicious
Yeah.
of a lot of people around me at this point. So, anywho, all right, Monday, December 16th. Let's get to some birthdays.
Yeah.
Turning 40, Theo James. Theo James. I mentioned he was
Yeah.
in like the second season of White Lotus. That's where I've mostly consumed him. But he consumed him. But he was also, that's what Aubrey Plaza did in it. Wait, did they sleep together? I kind of don't remember now. I need to rewatch that season. Anyway, but
Kind of looks like Dave Franco.
yeah, for sure. He could be a Franco. He could be the British Franco. You know what I mean? Like the one who they like lost while they were on like a cruise or something.
he fell overboard.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, but like he fell into one of the like undeployed safety boats, right? And then but he went to sleep. Like the rocking of the boat just put him to sleep, and they could not find him. He fell under a dinghy.
A dinghy.
I don't know what a dinghy is. And then eventually he was found, but by, have you ever seen the movie The Legend of 1900?
Mm-mm.
So even though this was a modern boat that runs not on men in like the basement of the ship, is that what you call it?
Mhm.
The basement
The
of the
basement of the ship.
ship. Shoveling coal, but yeah, like a coal mine, like one of those guys like came out of nowhere and like found the baby and raised it inside the ship.
He only knows the inside of the ship.
But I don't really get like where he goes or why he's covered in coal, because again, that is not how this ship works.
This doesn't even run on coal.
Yeah, so I don't. Why is he covered in soot? But anyway, so that was Theo James. That was Theo James's childhood. Yeah, he's the long lost Franco brother.
That's so good.
Who was raised on a Carnival cruise ship.
That's funny.
Until he became a famous actor, and now he's turning 40.
Good
No,
for him.
he was in the Gentleman television show. I mentioned that where you know, I like Guy Ritchie, but and the Gentleman, the movie was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, watching the show is whenever I solidified my opinion that he's just the British Taylor Sheridan, and he's just kind of phoning it in and putting his name on it.
Yeah.
Putting his little tweak on it, because like the first couple episodes were it was like, oh cool, this is cool.
Mm-hmm.
And then it quickly became like, oh, but that's like there's not a season long arc, and like to me that a prestige show has to do
Yeah,
that.
100%.
It can't be like, oh, a problem for 3 episodes and now a new problem, and we're never going to hear about the problem from, you know, it just doesn't work for me. It's too slappy. Release 3 episodes and then like 6 months later release 3 more. That works.
Sure.
Anywho,
Did you ever see the X-Men 97?
yeah.
So he voiced Bastion, the bad guy.
Cool. Well, good for him. Because that's just one of those things where, like, as an actor, you're like, oh man, I get to be a part of
Yeah,
this.
no shit.
Like, I like being an actor,
Turning
and I
40,
like.
I mean, he could have been watching the series as
Absolutely.
it was. So yeah,
Yeah. Oh
what
yeah.
a cool thing.
He definitely was that age, because I feel like we were a little too young,
Mm-hmm.
like just to be aware enough. To where, like, because if I would have been, that's the thing, is like that was the unfortunate part, is like the equivalent of being like 11 or 12. 13, whenever that would have been cool to watch, it was shit like Attack of the Clones. But I did watch X-Men Evolution, you know?
Oh, yeah,
like,
yeah,
that
yeah.
was cool. I just wish that it would have been the original X-Men series instead.
Right.
To be honest with you. Yeah. Man, I'm not going to get into it right now, but I will say what's wrong with Star Wars started with everyone being like, look how popular Attack of the Clones is. Let's just go from there. Let's make it more childish than we possibly fucking could. It's ridiculous. Okay. Kristen Ritter doesn't want us to know how old she's turning, but it's her birthday. What was her name in Breaking Bad? I don't remember.
I don't remember.
Vomit Girl. Vomit, choke, death. Jimi Hendrix. Can't play guitar, though. Oh, the Jimi Hendrix girl? The Jimi Hendrix girl?
She was also in that Jessica Jones.
Yeah, and also the bitch in Apartment something.
Oh yeah, Don't Trust the Bitch and something.
James Vanderbeek. Future R.I.P. James Vanderbeek. He has an illness. He does.
Oh, does he really?
Yeah. I think he's going to be cool. Like, you know, he's obviously got the best medical
Mm-hmm.
service that he could find. But I don't. He's got something going on. But
Really?
it's going to be a journey. That's the show. Yeah.
It's Dawson's Creek, right?
He does have his own creek, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. He has a creek. Yeah, he has a creek. Benjamin Bratt also doesn't want us to know how old he's turning. Mr. Congeniality himself.
That's right.
Mr. Stand By Me. Where's he from? Like Puerto Rico?
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't remember. But I know that was not his original accent that he did in Stand By Me. Is that problematic? You go back to the 90s and you look at someone like Benjamin Bratt being like, ASC! You know what I mean? Like, can he do that? I don't know. I mean, John Leguizamo can do whatever he wants. I know that. It's not his birthday, though. I wish.
Could read his whole Wikipedia page if it were.
You know what? I would read the entire Wikipedia page of the movie The Pest.
That sounds good.
Have you seen The Pest?
No.
I watched it as a kid,
Uh-huh.
and I think that's who it's meant for.
It's for kids?
Yeah. I mean, it's not.
Uh-huh.
Donald Faison's in it for a second. Like, he's one of the friends. Because it's very vulgar and it's very not PC, but it's also the stupidest fucking movie in the world. So I'm glad I watched it as a kid. What's kind of notorious now from The Pest is the opening. There's like an opening musical number.
Okay.
Where it's him just like getting ready, but it's him like singing, you know, through the pest and who he is. But at certain points, I mean, there's a certain point where like he looks like he's a vampire, and he kind of does like a Count Dracula thing where he's in the shower, but he looks like he's a vampire or whatever. And we're running out of time. And he's farting, and he's going, one stinky dinky. It's the stupidest thing in the world. You know what? We're starting the show with that.
The one Stinky Dinky?
Yeah, we're tomorrow. So get ready for that. It's memed now, so people may know about it, and we're gonna celebrate.
Oh, I
it.
can't wait.